In this video we have to learn about user registration, authentication and user state management using the provider. Start a new project and include these three dependencies in the pubspec.yaml file. Firebase Core is a package that provides the core functionality for Firebase. Firebase Core is a necessary package for using Firebase services in your app, and it provides a convenient way to configure and access Firebase services. Firebase Auth is a service provided by Firebase that provides easy-to-use authentication APIs to authenticate users to your app. Firebase Authentication is a powerful and flexible authentication system that helps you to easily add user authentication to your app, manage user accounts, and secure your users' identities. Cloud Firestore is a highly scalable and flexible database that provides powerful querying and real-time synchronization capabilities. It is an excellent choice for building mobile and web applications that require real-time collaboration and high-performance data storage. Open main.dart file. Import Firebase Core package. And use these two lines of code for initialize Firebase in project. Widgets Flutter binding.ensure initialized is a method provided by the Flutter framework that ensures that the widget's Flutter binding instance is initialized before any other code is executed, which is necessary for proper widget building and display. Firebase.initializeApp is a method provided by the Firebase SDK that initializes Firebase in your application. It must be called before using any Firebase services in your app. Create a folder. Screens. And add a new Dart file inside it. Login screen. Import material Dart. Add a stateful widget class. Login screen. Return scaffold. And add a container inside it. Add a padding inside. Include a column and add cross-axis alignment, center. Children. Add flexible widget on top. A flexible widget is used to define how a child widget should be flexibly sized inside its parent widget. The flexible widget is typically used inside a row or column widget to control how the child widget should expand or shrink to fill the available space. Add a text field for email field. Add input decoration. And include hint text, border, and padding. Input type is email. And add a flex below the text field. Then make it a reusable widget. Right-click. Refactor. Extract Flutter widget. Give a name. Input text field. Refactor. Widget created. If you save it in a file, you can reuse it anywhere. Before that, things to be changed can be passed as variable. String hint text. Final string. Then final text input type. Required this.hint text. Required text input type. Change to variable. Then pass the values. Email. Text input type. Email address. An error here. No semicolon needed here. Okay. It's working. Then create new file and add this code in there. Create a directory widgets. Add Dart file, input text field. Import material Dart. Create stateless widget. Name input text field. Copy this code from login screen and paste here in input text field. First constructor, then declared variables. Then this return text field. Replace here. Then remove this from login screen. Import widget file. Then run the app. OK. The border style can be stored in a variable. Cut. Final variable name input border. Paste the code. Use that variable in every border. OK, widget is now simplified. Open login screen. Add a sized box. Add another text field. Used our custom widget. Hint text is password. Text input type text. Need password text. Open input text field. Obscure text. True. We need to pass it in a variable. It's not needed in email text. Final bool is pass. This.is pass. Not a required field. Default value is false. Variable is pass. Open login screen. Pass the variable in password field. Is pass true? It's OK now. Open input text field and add text editing controller. For retrieving data. Create variable. Required this text editing controller. In text field controller. Text editing controller variable. Open login screen. Declare two text editing controller variable for email and password. Pass the parameters text editing controller. Email controller. Remove constant. Same in password. Then add a login button below. Add a sized box and elevated button for login. Then add row in below for add a link for sign up page. Add two containers inside. First container has a text widget. Don't have an account. Another. Sign up link. Second container wrap with a gesture detector for making it clickable. On tap. Then create a new Dart file in Screens folder. It's for sign up page. Import material Dart. Stateful widget. Sign up screen. Open login screen. Import sign up screen. Create a function navigate to sign up. And navigate to sign up page using navigate.a function. Call that function in gesture detector on tap. Run the app. OK. Open sign up screen. Add a scaffold. Add this code. Container and column. Open login page and copy all the code from column portion. Paste in sign up screen column. And copy text editing controllers from login page. Paste in sign up page. Import input text field file. Need email and password. Copy an input text field. Paste after password field. Hint text, name. Remove as pass. Create a new controller for name field. Name controller. Add another controller for bio. Add name controller. Create another text field for bio. Copy and paste. Bio controller. Change the button name to Register. Change text. Function name Navigate Login. Name Login. Copy this function from login page. Paste in sign up page. Change name to login screen. Refresh. Design is completed. Move to login page. Open Firestore. And activate Firestorm database and authentication. We studied it earlier. Enable email password registration. Create a new directory. Models. Add a Dart file inside. User data. Create a user data model. Class user data. Create variables for every field. And a constructor also. And create a function to JSON that return user data as map. By doing this, it is very easy to save data. Create a new directory resources. Add a file auth method. It contains functions of sign up and login. Create a class auth methods. Import Firebase authorization and Cloud Firestore. And initialize both. Create a function for user registration. Pass all the fields. Email, password, username, bio. Declare a return variable RESP. And add a try-catch block. Assign error value in catch block. Return RESP variable. Before save the data. Check it has value. First call function auth, create user with email and password. That return credentials. Import user data model. And create an instance of user data. Pass all the values. UID is authorization ID that return a value at the time of user registration. Then save data to Firestore collection. Collection name users. Doc is set to return user ID. Set values. That return from user data.to JSON function. Last return success. Open sign up screen. Dispose all controllers. Import auth methods. Create a register user function. And call register user function from auth method class. Pass all datas. Check the return response is success. Then redirect to login screen. Call that register user function in button click. OK, run the app. Sign up. Fill the data. Email ID. Password. Name. Bio. Register. OK, success. Open authentication. New user is there. This is user ID. Open Firestorm database. Users collection. This is same user ID. UID is same user ID. Then login. Open auth method file. Create new function for login. Login user. Parameters email and password. Create a try-catch block. And a return variable declare and return. Check the values is not empty. Then call the function auth.signin with email and password. Pass email and password. Return res. If it is sign in, return success. Open login screen. Dispose all text editing controllers. Import auth methods. Create a function login user. Call the login user method from auth methods. Pass email and password value from controllers. Check the return value is success. Create a new screen profile screen for redirect. Inside profile screen import Firebase auth. Return scaffold in build. Import login screen. Add app bar. Create an icon button in actions. It's a sign out button. Call the sign out function from firebase.instance. And redirect to login screen. Add body and text profile page. Open login screen. If it is success, then redirect to profile page. Call that login user function in elevated button login. Run the app. Some error occurred. This S capital letter changed to small. OK, now. Log out. It's logged in now. When we restart the app, it's moved to login page. We need to solve that problem. That's we are using persisting auth state. Open login screen. Remove this redirection code. Open main.dart. Remove the scaffold from here. Add a stream builder. Stream. Firebase auth. Imported. Firebase auth.instance.auth state changes. There is check the authorization state is active. Builder context, snapshot. Check the connection state is active. If snapshot has data, return to profile page. Else if error, return error. If connection state connections. Display circular progress indicator. At last return login screen. OK, run and login. Profile page opened. Then reload app. It's not moved to login page. It is persisting auth state. Persisting auth state in Flutter refers to the process of storing user authentication information in a way that it persists even after the user closes the application or logs out. This is important because it allows users to stay logged in even if they close the app or restart their device. Persisting auth state is important for providing a seamless user experience in your Flutter app, and there are several ways to achieve this depending on your specific use case and security requirements. The authorization state will be checked as soon as the app is opened. If connected, you will be redirected to the profile page. Else it moved to login page. Then retrieve the user data in profile page. String username. Init state. Call a function getUser. Function void getUser. Document snapshot. Await Firebase Firestore.instance.collection. Collection name users. This is ID. It is the UID of authentication data. Access this username. Users. Doc. Firebase auth.instance.currentuser.uid. Null check. .get. Print that snapshot.data. Values displayed. Set state. Assign user name to variable. Convert data to map. And access username field using square bracket. Display username. Remove const. There is an error. Here is need bracket. OK, username displayed. State management can using the provider. Let's remove the name first. And remove this functions and variable from profile page. We are using another easy methods. Install provider from pub.dev. Copy dependency. And paste it in pubspec.yaml file. Pub-get. A provider is a package that allows you to manage application state and share data between widgets in a more efficient and organized way. It follows the inversion of control principle, where instead of widgets having to manage their own state, the state is managed externally by a provider. Open userdata.dart. Create a function from snap. That converts snapshot data to user data type. Open authorization method. Create a future method. Get user detail. Create a document snapshot from users collection. Convert using from snap function. And return. Create a new directory provider. Create new Dart file user provider. Create a class user provider. With change notifier. Import user data and auth. Declare user data user. And auth methods instance. Create get function. Get user Create a refresh user function. That call get user details function. And assign value to user variable. Call notify listener. Open main.dart. Stream builder wrap with multi-provider. Add required providers argument. Change notifier provider. Create user provider class. We need to call the refresh user function. Open profile screen. Create a function update data. User provider equals provider of context, listen false. Then call the refresh user function. Call the function in init state. And collect user data. User data equals provider of user provider, context, get user. And change here user data.username. And check there is data in user data. Return scaffold. Else return circular progress indicator. No need this navigation after sign out. Icon button. Run the app. Login. Yes, it's working. If not logged out. Even if I close the app and open it, it opens in the same profile page. Thank you for watching.